today. Okay. Let y'all see my house shoes. All right. I think we are live. Y'all, I am not even gonna hold y'all. We struggling. We struggling today. We struggling today. Um, There's a lot going on today. A lot of back to back. And the one of the decks I want to use for you guys is misplaced. I'm saying misplaced, it's not lost, it's misplaced. What I originally thought I wanted to do for today for Capricorn reading lives, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And it's not because the deck is misplaced, it's because some other things. And Spirit said we need to go a different direction. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go a different direction. First, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Lady Emerald. I am a astrologer, a card slinger, a hoodoo, a medium, all those things. We typically do Capricorn live readings. Live Zodiac season readings on Instagram. We now are doing it on YouTube. I have not done one in months. A lot has gone on. And that's okay. Because we pivot as Spirit pivots us. And so now we're back. And I was like, no, we really do need to we do really need to do this month, because this is a special Capricorn season. We are now experiencing Capricorn season without Pluto being in Capricorn. If you hear anything in the background, the house is getting ready for the holidays. So we are experiencing a Capricorn season without Pluto being in Capricorn, without big Pluto messing with those with Capricorn placements, especially those with a rising sun, Mars, moon, like Capricorn not interfering with your birthday. Like you don't feel like you have to go through a big change or something. You may go through one more big change this Capricorn season to finish off Pluto and Capricorn completely, right? Completely. But Pluto and Capricorn is not really impacting your birthday season anymore. And I think that's significant. And that's why I want to come back and do the Zodiac readings live, not only as like the last one of this year, but really like nah, this is significant, y'all. We need to yap. We need to talk. And yeah, so how this will go. I am going to do a pick a card. It'll be 4 pals for you guys to pick. But before we do even that, we're going through some astrology to go into the new year. We're going to catch up a little bit more. Because it's a transition that we're going through. And like I said, I'm a little frazzled because I don't know where one of my decks is. And also just got finished filming for the podcast. So I guess first before we really start getting to the season, let's talk about we're going to do some church announcements. Right now, currently, my readings are open. Now it's from the 26th to the 29th, and I will not be open the first quarter of I'll not be open the first quarter of 2026 as I have some big things rolling out for everybody. So get in where you fit in now. And hopefully maybe this reading will also kind of give you, for those who may not be able to book a reading with me at this moment, maybe this can also help you guys out with getting some balance to know what's about to come may be coming for you, some guidance as you transition to 2026. Now, Also, if you guys did not know, I co-host a podcast called Astro and Negro, Astro and Black with Liz Flo or Astrolizics, where we talk about astrology from the Black lens, history, predictions, connections, for like or through the Black diasporic lens. We really try to um, talk about things that other astrologers are not talking about that is significant and that may impact those who look like us, right? We want to continue to be in community with people as we go through tumultuous times, because there's a lot going on, y'all, and a lot of people need guidance and strength and community at this time. And so all that after I post this, I will update this with timestamps um and links to that podcast and how to contact me when I'm not going to be doing this as often next quarter. What else? What else should we talk about before we get into everything? I think that is pretty much it. No, that's not pretty much it. If you go on my Instagram, okay, I probably also post this link. There it is, and you go to my link tree and you scroll down, it's going to say you probably should want to join this newsletter for January. Join that newsletter, okay? Join that newsletter. Join that newsletter. Something's coming in January that people have been asking for. um that people have been asking for. So get in where you fit in. It's a surprise, so make sure you're on that newsletter, even if you just want to be nosy. And the first quarter is when I'm only going to be using that newsletter, mostly next year. Okay, so you cannot get in where you fit in unless you're a part of the newsletter, being nosy. Okay. Let's see what else as far as announcements and things that people need to know as we wait on folks to file in. Let's see. I think that is all as far as announcements on my end. A lot of things happening, a lot of changes and transitions. As we know, there's a lot going on. I think this is a perfect segue into the astrology that's currently happening. Regarding the astrology that's currently happening. So as we know, yesterday was the winter solstice. The sun went into Capricorn. It was the longest day of the year. Hopefully you got some rest. I sadly did not, but hopefully you had some rest. Today's the end of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah to those who participate for that holiday. And then Wednesday, Christmas Eve, we have Venus going into Capricorn. And last Friday we had the new moon in Sagittarius, which was the full moon in Gemini, and the new moon in Sagittarius was so potent, was so important for really sitting down with yourself and figuring out, okay, what do I need? What do I really want to process for real? Like there's been many times throughout this year that we've had really powerful moons to process our emotions. But full moon in the full moon in Gemini and then new moon in Sagittarius really gave us a way to really sit, right? Because 2025 was the year of 9. We were completing a cycle of 9 years. We're trying to complete out like this phase of our lives, and 2026 introduces us to a new phase in our life. A lot of people are moving or restructuring their lives in major ways that is allowing this newness to come in, especially if you did not get the opportunity to bring some of that new energy in during the previous years, like year 6 and 7 and 8. Now, as we move into the year of 2026 with Capricorn season, right? The first Capricorn season in over, I think Pluto was in Capricorn for like 14 years, like 14 years. So for those of us, that is majority of our adult life that Pluto was in Capricorn, and now we get to experience Capricorn season, this season of resting and using our resources in order to replenish. We can finally do that without Pluto being like transform. Guess what secret I get? F the economy, and so that's what we have. And then on the I want to look at my notes here. Then on the 1st, Mercury is going to enter Capricorn. And this is where we want to be precise with our communication. We want better communication, especially because a lot of us are just not going to have the energy. Full moon in Cancer happens on the 3rd. That is going to, I think that is going to be a moon of grief and healing because there's a lot happening. Like, it probably won't really hit a lot of people like, oh, we really just celebrated 2026 and 2025, which is not what everybody wanted. Venus goes into Aquarius on the 17th, and it shows us how to love and ask for what we want unapologetically and in a way that not only helps ourselves with the people that we want to be in community with. Then we have the new moon in Capricorn on the 18th of January, where we can I'm not gonna say don't try to manifest on that new moon, but I'm just gonna say maybe reinforce what you was trying to do for new moon in Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the sun entering Aquarius on the 20th of January. Oh, are we refocusing? Great. So y'all got me on the floor, like I said, little frazzlement this go around. So this is how we're going to do. We're going to do a pick a card. There'll be 4 individual cards. I thought it was going to be like the regular live, we chat, blah, blah, blah. But I said, no, we're going to do a pick a card. Okay. So I am going to sit here if no one has anything. As you come into the live, drop an emoji of how this quarter of your life has been. Because we already know most people's 2025 ain't been the best. And I never know which one to pick. Listen, can't help you out there because me neither. This is how you do a really good pick a card. I'm gonna scoot y'all back a little bit so y'all probably see more of this back room. I tell people, once you see the objects won't be crazy, by the way, because like I said, a little, sometimes for me, right, when I'm looking at a pick a card, go to where your eyes keep going to. Like, because sometimes your eyes keep going to things that you typically like, but when it's time to do a pick a card, you like take a deep breath and close your eyes and then look at the objects. What is your eye trying to gravitate towards, right? What is it trying to gravitate towards? And maybe two. Sometimes good readers, like you have a message in one, you have a message in another. And as always, try to go with your gut and take what resonates and throw away everything else. Okay. So let's set up the pals because this is gonna be me experiencing this with y'all as well. As you can see, I have not been able to pre-do the pals. Yes, you can have multiple, and you have to think about this. For those of you, and maybe you guys, this is a cool way to probably do it. For those, I always tell you guys, sun, moon, and rising, right? Sun, moon, or rising. Do by your sun, moon, or rising. So maybe for this pick a card, if you feel like you can't instinctually do, like maybe ask So if you have a day chart, if you pull up your chart, and if your sun is above your ascendant, so if it's in houses 7 through 12, you have a day chart. So go by your sun sign. You always go by your ascendant. If the sun is in the houses 1 through 6, you have a night chart. So maybe go by your moon sign, your ascendant and your moon sign. And maybe if you feel like you got multiples, ask yourself like, hey, which pal is goes with my sun sign, and which pal goes with, I mean, not my sun, my ascendant, and then which pal goes with my moon or my sun. You know what I'm saying? Quarter four went quickly and was very busy. Traveled the most idea all year, but enjoyed it. That's what matters. And that's what matters. Like, yeah, why not? Why not end the year of 9 with travel? Begin the year of 1 with rest. Do a real winter solstice. And that's what I'm saying. Like, with Pluto out of Capricorn for real now. We've been dealing with Pluto and Capricorn for 14 years. Okay, 14, 15 years. And now we like, okay, this is how Capricorn season should feel, right? But going to back of pick card, take a deep breath and then try to see where your spirit, or maybe those of you have clear audience, you hear 1, 2, 3, or 4, or like about to do the objects, or you may like your eyes may gravitate towards it, or maybe be like, which palace for my rising, which palace for my sun or my moon. Like, there's ways to do it, and depending on like the reader or depending on who you are, you just figure out, right? So let's go on and make the pals. Like I said, this is a journey. I'm doing a journey with y'all, okay? Because I feel like this is gonna be a really good reading. When I say it's gonna be a good reading, based on how my spirits like read me down last night. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a good reading. Okay, so I already trying to talk. So for pal 1, what are the cards for pal 1? Of course, we're gonna double check. Any other messages from this deck for pal 1? Thank you. Any other messages for pal 1? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, so sorry. We are using a tarot deck that I have not used in so long. We are using the Portals deck. So many of y'all have seen this deck before, or at least the backing. So that's what we're doing. Pal 1. What else do we have for pal 1 from this deck? Of course, we want to double check anything else. Now the downfall to this, for the Oracle deck, I was going to use the Akmar Okana deck, but it has been misplaced. I do not know where it's at. It is somewhere. It sounds like you're about to be my business. Listen, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay. Are these all the ones for pal 1? Okay. Okay. And then now let's do... So while y'all are waiting on this, be sure to grab your pen, paper, drink your water while we are waiting on the spirit to talk to us. What are the messages for pal 2 from this deck? Oh, wow, it's coming out already. Like I said, I'm discovering with y'all. Okay. Ooh, other messages. Yeah. Other messages for pal 2. If you're already sitting and my spirits already tell you which pals for you to pick as we shuffle, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have any Capricorn placements. Put it in the chat as well. And this is for people who are here live and on the replay. Okay? And if you're watching this on the replay, Thank you first for rewatching on the replay, and there are timestamps in the description. Okay. Interesting. We're having the same amount thus far. Let me ask, are there the same amount of tarot cards for each pal? Yes. This is how we cut down time. You gotta, let's see, Capricorn North Node. Oh, that's really cool. Do you know in what degree that you have a Capricorn North Node? Do you know the degree? Okay, for pal 3. What are the messages for pal 3? Any other messages for pal 3? That sounds like a no. Okay, and then for pal 4. But Capricorn North Node is tricky, I think, because Capricorn North Node says you should not overwork. No. You should not overwork. Capricorns mess themselves up because they overwork. But Capricorn placements should always know how to work smart and not hard. And how those things, how Saturn likes to reward you for making sure you are full, make sure you have enough energy before you pour into others, and how you use your resources. Okay, so we are done with the tarot for pals. Now, because I do not know where my other deck is, we are going to be using the Spirit Doodle cards. Y'all have seen these. Oh, Capricorn 5 degrees. Oh, that is a famous degree. So, but it's like if you align with your North Node should always at 5 degrees bring you success. Always. Like people will recognize you for your success. So if you're not overextending yourself, if you're not, make sure people are giving you proper recognition. Like, yeah, 5 degrees Capricorn North Node, like pay me for my ideas, pay me for my energy, pay me for my resources. Like, yeah. Okay, pal 1. What are the cards for pal 1? Out of this deck, what do they need to do? Any other messages for pal 1 from this deck? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And pal 1, we're going to make pal 1. We're going to make pal 1 this. Okay. So, what are the messages for pal 2 from this deck? Interesting, if that is theirs. Okay. Interessante. Okay, so there seems to only be one oracle card for each pal. So there's 2 tarot cards and then 2 and crazy enough, we're going to use the portals case for number 2, right? As one of the things for you to pick. So now we're going to pal 3. Pal 3. Okay, what's going on? Let's see which one was for pal 3. Okay. Interesting. I really want to know these cards. Pal 3. This bookmark. I told you we got some crazy things. But this is what calls to me. Have not used this bookmark. It is from a dark fantasy romance. But yeah, Pal 3. You know, we're not going to get to that. Never mind. We're not. That then this will turn to a book recommendation, not a pick a card. For Pal 3, what is for Pal 4? What's the for Pal 4? Which from this okay. Okay. That was a little rough. Okay. Which one? Okay. You know what's crazy? Pal 4. Or be done floss. Yeah. Listen, would this be a Lady Emerald live pick a card reading whatever if something wasn't random? Yeah. So Pal 1. We're officially picking our pals. Pal 1. This bag. Okay, has the constellations. Pal 2. The portal top. Pal 3. This bookmark. Oh, interesting. It says the bookmark says, "You smell like a promise I've been waiting my whole life to fulfill." I wonder if that goes to the Pal. I don't know. And Oral B for Pal 4. Oral B, only one mint floss. These are the things I picked up. I was like, yeah, that feels correct. That resonates. Yeah, that resonates with my antennas. And I said, where's my water? Drink your water. Let's get into this Pal 1. Let's get into this. Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking my water because we just got finished filming. Very good episode. Very good episode for Astro Negro, Astro Black. Drops this Friday. Oh, it's gonna be great. So now, Pal 1. You picked it is actually one of my pendulum bags that my sister sold for me, and we RP Joanne's. And it has the constellations, the chart. Let's get into this Pal 1. Whoo! Okay, let's get into this. Pal 1. We have 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Beautiful card. Illustration wise. We have Queen of Pentacles reverse. Pal 1. So Capricorn season for you, Pal 1. May is not May. Life is going to throw things at you. Now I understand why the celestial bag was to represent. Because Pal 1, you are going to have to rely on your faith. 1. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna have to rely on your faith. You're gonna have to rely that everything's going to be okay. You're gonna have to rely on if you do any type of, maybe you do astrological moon stuff, bibliomancy, you're going to have to use that to ground. 5 of Wands talks about conflict, fights. 5 of Wands can also represent loss, especially that we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed here. This talks about disagreements and you feeling imbalanced. This may lead to some financial instability with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Five of Wands also screams job loss. I know we're going through a season of job loss under the current administration. And you're going, and it sucks because it's like at the holidays or right at the beginning of the year, and people are like, oh, change of the fiscal year, and that led to X, Y, and Z, and da 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 da. Pile one, Queen of Pentacles reverse says, yes, I am going through problems now, but I have the power to maintain. I have the knowledge to maintain. I have the groundedness to maintain. And I will overcome this. Queen of Pentacles may be reversed, but with the Five of Wands doing conflict, it most definitely brings in like, I don't know, but you do know. You have the resources. With Venus going to Capricorn, with Mercury currently being in Sagittarius, then it'll go into Capricorn beginning of the year. It's really say pulling your resources, even when you think you do not have any. I think this is a specific download. For those of you who picked Pile 1 and who did work during the new moon in Sagittarius, your loss means that what you're trying to manifest in is working. But you had to lose something to gain something. I don't know, that's specific for somebody. But with the Oracle card, we got Be Still. And with this Be Still looks like an eye, right? It's like the third eye. It's like the all-knowing eye. It's like the universal eye. It's like the evil eye. That's what it looks like. But it says be still. Maybe this loss gives you time and capacity to sit down and rest. Maybe this loss, maybe this conflict gives you time to gain discernment. And although, like, I just feel like for Pile 1, I just feel this grief, like this tightness in my chest, because your grief right now for the loss or the transition that's happening, it feels heart-wrenching. It feels heartbreaking. And you have no other choice but to be still. But try to do this with intention, to rest, to gain discernment, to garner resources. It's going to be okay. That's why I said, like, it's like I now understand why Pile 1 was the bag, because it represents like having to have faith in greater power, or use what you have in your power, especially for those who do spiritual or any type of occult work. Like, it's time for, like, for some reason I want to say it's time for peace. Yeah. Pile 1. Take some time for yourself. I know for some of y'all, nothing has happened yet because it's on the second day of Capricorn season. Christmas is coming up. Birthdays are coming up, but still enjoy this time. Because one thing grief and joy are their sisters. It's the other side of joy, is the other side of grief. And try to find that joy, so grief won't take over you. I know that is not what we want to hear starting off Pile 1. Okay, I know that's not what we want to hear, but that is how that is the message that Spirit has for us. So thank you, Divine Spirit, for that. So now we're going to go to Pile 2. We're going to Pile 2. And for Pile 2, you pick the Portals tray cover. And let's see what Pile 2 has. I thought this was gonna be a little positive. I mean, it is positive, but I was like, oh my god, Capricorn is gonna give us like this. Like, this is gonna be a good reading. This is gonna be like, I'm not saying this is not a good reading thus far. Okay, we got some guidance for Pal 1. Pal 2. I am confusion a little bit. Pal 2, I'm a little confusion. We have the positive Ace of Pentacles. Wow, great, spectacular. Seven of Swords reverse. I want y'all to see this upright a little bit. You see, like, get a little behind your back. Seven of Swords reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, Pal 2, do you have somebody in the workplace saying things behind your back? Do you have beef with a coworker? I'm not really getting a coworker. I'm getting a boss. Do you have something is going to happen in your current workplace that's going to lead to your new workplace? Or maybe you just, you're about to get a new job, and then an old I don't want to say coworker, I want to say boss, it's now got beef that you leaving or something. Like, Seven of Swords reverse not only says watch the lies that other people tell you, also watch the lies you're telling yourself, and also watch the lies that you like put out there. Make sure you remember your lies to cover your tracks, right? And do not let the lies of others manipulate you, because the Ace of Pentacles guarantees us newness if, according to this card of own your power. Only if you own your power. Only if you say, I'm that nigga. I mean, I'm that girl. No, I'm trying to say that. I'm that person. I'm that girl. I'm that bitch. I'm whatever you call yourself. Because it's giving the beginning. What's that Creole witch song? I'm that girl. Is that the name of the song? It's not me. That's what it's giving. And if you hear live, tell me which I didn't even say that. As you join the live, tell me if you're middle of the pals. Tell me which pal you picked on the replay. Tell me which pal you picked. Because I want to know, and keep me updated. Keep me updated. Y'all know that I always keep me updated. But I'm just like, what's going on? Because all your powers are 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10, and 1 is a new beginning. So it further confirms a new beginning, but you got some haters in your midst, and it's from above, not like the spirits, but like above, as in your superiors. And it's these lies that have been floating, and maybe you like added, if you're anything like me, I'm gonna add to the lies that you're telling about me. Girl, I heard you. Girl, you know what, I did do that. But you gotta remember what also the lies you do. Not you confused, so are we. Well, we can be confused together. One of these is not like the other. Right. Yeah. See, that maybe you clicking, right? Owning your power is owning who you are, your mistakes, your past, who you want to be, your future successes, your past success. And with this pal to interesting Capricorn season, I don't know what's going to happen when you get back to the office in January, because no one really do anything until like after Martin Luther King Day. So all these people talking about, Martin Luther King Day. It no longer exists. It does. It's third Monday of every January. Okay, keep that in mind. Just how to keep you updated, but I want you to maintain, hold your grounds. If I know some people may be going through like harassment in some of their jobs, some people may be going through people not doing their jobs correctly, and so they take the brunt of the work. It how to it's just newness is coming on your power. It may not happen simultaneously, but it's going to your next position, your next step, your next job. Once it comes through, just know some superiors are they not gonna like it. Be blessed. Um maybe encourage the lies. I don't know. If you want, please don't do anything else for the plot. I say if you want to do something, don't do anything else for the plot. Let's not. It's a lot going on already. The universe is plotting for us. We want nothing else for the plot. But just be careful. Like, just be careful. Keep me in the loop, pal 2. Okay? Pal 1, continue to grieve. Find some joy. Pal 2, on your power. Maybe play some of the Creole Witch. She does great inspiration music. And just watch out. Watch out for what's going on. Watch out for what's going on. Yeah. Now we're on to pal 3, the bookmark. The bookmark. We'll make a good timing. Amen. I make a good timing. Let's go to pal 3. Pal 3. I love going through this because we're all going on an adventure together. We're all I don't know. I don't know either. Okay. Let's see how the book works. I'm laughing because only me be like, okay. I do think pal 3. Pal 3 is for those who are in the creation mode, who are creative, who are trying to figure out their creativity, who are trying to find groundedness of what it means for them to be creative. You smell like a promise I've been waiting my whole life to fulfill. Maybe this bookmark. Oh Lord. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups. Let me just gonna let y'all know y'all got the Page of Cups, which is a beautiful card. Beautiful card. What makes me uneasy? We have the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, Page of Wands. Page of Cups is saying, I am open. I am ready to be creative, to open my hands, open my mind, my ability to expand. It's a little discombobulated though, right? It's not organized. The creativity, the pathway that you want to express yourself, the pathway you want to create or express your creative endeavors feels discombobulated. You really just do not know. The Queen of Wands reverse says like you really your energy, you don't know which thing to pull your creativity through, right? And you feel not like you just don't know. Like you see all these things of things you can do. Maybe you're multi-talented, multi-hyphenated, can do anything that maybe you're like one of those people like myself, like you watch something, be like, I can do that. But that's not what Spirit is asking you to do. Spirit is asking like for you to really sit with yourself and be like, what creative endeavor, what outlet creatively do I want to push things into, right? Is it painting, sewing, quilting, stitching, drawing, coloring, hair, fashion, nails? Some of these things overlap, right? But Page of Cups says, okay, energetically, spirit wise, I'm ready to express myself better. I'm ready to expand. I'm ready to be cute. I'm ready to do a meet cute. Um, but Queen of Wands reverse says like, but I do not know how to. I don't want to say systematically, but at the same time systematically put my energy into just this one thing, because I see the connections of all the things I'm interested in, and also do not sit here and be easily manipulated. I want to say that's the wrong word, influenced by what you see on social media, because we need everybody across all types of creative fields. We need people across all the different types of things. um and so you need to ground. You need to ground. Like, which art outlet brings you the most excitement and peace? Which art outlet, which creative outlet that you can also do with little money and with a lot of money? Which creative outlet can you which creative outlet can just be for yourself, to pour back into yourself? Because everything is not, this is the problem with capitalism. Capitalism tells you to monetize everything. No, we're not doing that. We're moving beyond. We're moving beyond like monetize. Oh, everybody wants to be an influencer. No, no. Like, y'all can't influence because you don't even know when you're being influenced or when you're being manipulated. So how you gonna influence me? You can't even read. Okay. So that sounds harsh, but maybe your creative outlet is literacy, media literacy. Reading is art. Writing is art. It's all creation. It's still the creation of worlds in your brain or on paper. Um, but Pal 3, I think for you, is so interesting how different these pals are, but also lets me know that people are coming into their own. That also lets me know that people are finally starting to feel or figure out themselves and be grounded in life, and they've done the work, right? Also just lets me know a couple of things is going on, as you know, for the collective. And maybe that's how the bookmark is connected, because it was an artist that did this, right? That drew this. This is not AI. Okay. And like this, the book is indigenous and Latin X, and so like pronunciation for the words are here. Like, this all is creativity. This is a community of people coming together. And maybe part of your groundedness, Power 3, is finding the community. Once you figure out what creative outlet, find a community of people who have done it or similar, or and grounds in it. Okay. Sometimes when this Page of Cups, I also think about dating, but that's not coming through really strong for Pal 3. Um, maybe once you put, for some of you, Pal 3, if you want to put yourself out there with your creative outlet, maybe meet your boo that way. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know how this resonates, Pal 3, because that is such an interesting pal. I was like, you know, I yeah. Just let me know, Pal 3. What's going on? Now, Pal 4. Pal 4, let's talk. Yeah. Pal 4, let's talk. Pal 4, I'm sorry. Pal 4 is the flaw. You know what? Okay, going to back to Pal 2 really quickly, because I was like, I'm trying to see how all the items connect in Pal 2. It's like maybe this is the cardboard box that you're moving out your job with. The floss. Shout out to Chip Skylark from the Fairly Odd Parents. From the Fairly Odd Parents. Shiny teeth in me. Yeah. Love that. I don't know how this connects to Pal 4, but we're Pal 4. We have Two of Swords. Beautiful card. Then we have Page of Pentacles reverse. Then we have Center. Correct, shiny teeth and me. Yeah. I don't know how that or B connects. But Two of Swords talks about decision making. Pal 4, you have some decisions to make. Now, Pal 4. Pal 4, a couple things come up for decision making. It's coming through spirit. Pal 4, you're thinking about moving, city, state, or country. Pal 4, you may, right? But you're trying to make a decision on next steps, but I think you feel scattered about it. I think you feel, I wouldn't say fear. I would say hesitancy, but also some anxiousness, right? Your decision, and it revolves around what you want to do next. Also, Two of Swords, for some of you, and it may, converge. Pal 4, this is also partially it may be a romantic decision as well. As in, maybe you discover that a certain line is best for you to meet a partner or partners, depends if you're into poly or not. But your Two of Swords, I just keep hearing drown everything else out and make the decision. Page of Pentacles reverse also says, Page of Pentacles reverse also says maybe we have not done enough of the study. Maybe we have not done enough of the research. Maybe we have not used all of our resources. Pentacles also is like resources. Pentacles are also like, it's not only money and body, physical items, also like resources. Maybe we have not taken enough time for the decision. And during Capricorn season, we need you to take the time for the decision, right? Your decision making, because it's also it's like for Pal 4, there's a lot going on in life. Like, it's a lot of things that are in transition, and you're trying to make the decision. You're trying to feel as though you have made the right decision. But it depends all on you and if you've done enough research for it to make sense for your life, for what you want to do. Do not make a decision around the place or partner or career. Everything else should fit around your decision, not the other way around. That's a word. Censor, right? You need to censor it. Like, quite literally, if this is you, this everything else needs to be around you, right? But you need to center yourself enough. Like, I quite literally envision somebody sitting down in a meditative space, and like quite literally, like, imagine all the scattering of noise and everything and talking around you, and imagine it just going quiet. Quite literally tap into your intuition, be centered, tap into maybe your clairs, one of your clairs that's the strongest is the one you need to be listening to, because it's trying to tell you something. So if you like clairaudience, claircognizant, clairgustance, or sentient, like what's the feeling, do that. I think for Pal 4, dental floss does get the gunk out. And so maybe you need to get the gunk out your brain. I'm trying to connect how these, like, why was these picked. You need some mental clarity. But I think you already subconsciously know these things, right? I think you subconsciously know the person to pick. I think you know the place to pick and or career. Maybe all that is happening all at once. And because I don't feel like there's like worry of money or anything. I feel like you just like I have opportunity to just change life and I don't know what to pick. And I path for the best you can do is to trust yourself and make sure you're making the decision based off of you and not based on the things the thing that is trying to change. So like I said, like don't move to a place just because it's a place. Make your decision. Make the place like mold to the decision that you're making. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm articulating myself correctly and firmly and with discernment and accuracy for power four, because it seems as though with the Page of Pentacles reversed, it's like you're on a precipice of something, but you haven't done enough research, or you haven't done something. And I think that something goes back to the decision that you must make so things can clear out. Um yeah. So here's what I have to say now that we're done with Power 4. We make a good time. We're coming up on an hour. Hallelujah. Here's what I have to say. For those of you this resonated with, and or maybe for some of you this is, maybe this is your reading. I also am going to post something for those who will not be able to afford getting a reading from me. I'm going to post something for us that you'll be able to do for yourself. But for those of you this resonated for and you need more, my readings are open from the 26th to the 29th. Email me, DM me, and we can figure it out from there. For others who've already gotten their readings, thank you. Thank you for entrusting me with your spiritual guidance for this year and into the incoming year. Once again, go back to the beginning to hear about the astrological transits. We are in I think a very good Capricorn season. Like I said, first one in like 14 years without Pluto and Capricorn. We are also in a space where not a lot is going on in the planets with retrogrades. We do have like one like spot, but that's going to be happening for the rest of the decade, to be honest, the planets. And but going into the year of one, the year of one asks us to have clarity and really know what we want and let the past go. Okay. Oh, it's starting to freeze. I mean, we're done. We're pretty much done. And so yeah, let me know if this resonates. Timestamps will be in the description box, hopefully by the end of tomorrow. Because I don't know, it may get done tonight. I don't know. But hopefully this resonated, y'all. Like it, subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for Aquarius season yet, but let me know if it resonates. I hope it does. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching the replay. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Enjoy your holidays.